Hello crafty friends, I'm Lubomira and thank you for joining me today. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Make yourself at home and I invite you to check out more of my content. For those of you returning, as always, thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend a few crafty moments with me. I appreciate being able to share my creations with you and I hope you enjoy the time we spend together as well. Now that you are here, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. By hitting that little bell, you'll get notified every time I post something new and you'll never miss out on any of the crafty goodness. In today's video, I'm sharing two cards, a birthday card and a thank you card using a rub-on transfer. I was very excited to find this product at my local Dollar Tree. The design really spoke to me and it reminded me of some similar stamp products I had seen in a recent release. The color combination gives the design a modern feel, which I love, yet at the same time, the floral print gives a more traditional folk art feel. Now, I only made two cards, but you can definitely make more panels if you're creative with the cutting. I'm excited to show you how I made these cards, so let's get into the video. I first cut down my rub-on all along the edges, slightly cutting into the design. I did this so that the design looked like it continued off the page. Once the edges were trimmed, I cut the whole design into two panels measuring 3 1/4 by 5 inches. Next, I trimmed down a piece of green cardstock and a cream cardstock by 1/4 of an inch from the top and bottom. These panels would serve as the backing for my transfer. One of the things I love about these transfer sheets is that they come on a translucent film, so you can test out different cardstock colors behind the images to see what they would look like on different colors without actually having to commit to a single cardstock. When I had my panels trimmed, I placed my rub-on onto the cardstock. I removed the protective backing from the rub-on and secured it to the cardstock. I used my craft mat to help me center the image. The rub-on has a little bit of tackiness to it, so it slightly clings to the cardstock and helps it from moving when you're rubbing and applying pressure to it. Applying the rub-on isn't difficult, but it requires some effort. I used a bone folder to rub the image onto the cardstock. I worked in sections so I wouldn't miss any of the areas. Slowly, I would lift the plastic film from the cardstock without removing it completely so I could see if the images were transferring. If the images didn't transfer, I would put the plastic film back down and continue rubbing. When the images did transfer to the cardstock, I removed the plastic film completely. I was super impressed with this rub-on. It came out beautifully. I lined my image panels with some navy cardstock to create a thin border around the front panel. I cut the navy panel to be slightly larger than my transfer panels and attached them using liquid glue. When my panels were glued together, I then secured them to a white card base using foam tape. I created a circle banner with a 2-inch hole punch using the same navy cardstock as earlier. Hole punches are a quick and inexpensive way to create circles without having to use large die machines. They are, however, limited in the sizes you can create, and they can be cumbersome to store. The one I use is from Amazon, and it comes in a set of 3 under $20. I reach for it when I just need a quick small circle without the fuss of having to take out my dies or the machine. I decided to heat emboss my sentiment. For my greeting, I used happy birthday and thank you from one of the Dollar Tree stamp set. To make it easier to stamp the thank you in my circle, I placed the circle back into the cutout so that the banner wouldn't move when I was stamping it. I prepped my cardstock with an anti-static tool and then stamped my greetings in Versamark ink. Once the greetings were stamped, I sprinkled liquid platinum embossing powder over the wet ink and heat set it with my heat gun. I trimmed down my happy birthday sentiment, and with the help of a T-square, I attached it to the front of my card using foam tape. The thank you seemed a little plain to me, so I decided to add some flowers around it from another Dollar Tree stamp set. I stamped the flowers in Versamark ink and then applied the embossing powder to them before heat setting like I did before. I then added the circle banner to the front of my card using foam tape. Lastly, I added some clear drops to the front of each card for some additional shine. And that's it for these cards. I am really impressed with these rub-on transfers. They came out really beautiful. I think this design came out very high-end and sophisticated. What do you think? Leave me your thoughts in the comments below. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and please leave me those comments below. I really do look forward to reading them. I hope you'll join me next time for another creation I have planned for you. But until then, I hope you have a wonderful week and life treats you kindly. See you soon. Bye.